This Inquiry 3 project is going to compare a face-to-face versus an online learning experience. The first experiment I'm going to show you is the egg drop experiment. My partner and I worked next to each other and were able to collaborate and help each other out. Hi, I'm Melissa Thompson, and my partner for the Inquiry 3 project is my mom, Mary Thompson.
Hi, I'm Mary Thompson. I'm also an elementary science teacher, so I'm excited to participate in this experiment.
This is the first design that we thought of for the egg drop experiment. What I did here was I cut the styrofoam egg containers into individual pieces, and I put the egg inside at the bottom, just like this, and then I put the top above the egg and I just taped it around so it stayed secure. This was our first attempt at dropping the egg. As you can see, there was not enough padding to protect the egg and it broke. This was our second collaborative idea. We put in more padding by using accordion folded paper for cushioning and a toilet paper tube for an outside shell. This design did not work either. Okay, so we're almost done with our other design here, and we're using the balloons and taping them around the structure here.
We started with the egg cartons, cut them in half, surrounded the egg with egg cartons. Then we took the toilet paper tubes and surrounded the egg with the toilet paper tubes. Now we're putting the balloons around as an extra cushioning. But this is definitely needing two of us to work together to hold and help tape. So hopefully this one will work. Okay, ready, set, drop. Oh, it didn't sound so good, but we'll trust that maybe it did.
So our last trial was a success as we dropped the egg and it did not break, so I think the extra padding with the balloons helped a lot. We found working together with face-to-face collaboration allowed us to brainstorm and demonstrate our ideas to one another. The data we collected indicated that my partner and I were attentive to the task with an average score of 10 and felt moderately challenged having scores of 5. We also found our enjoyment was moderately high with scores of 6 and 7, and our anticipation was on the higher range between 7 through 10. Our next experiment was online using Skype to work together and build catapults. We are going to put together a catapult based on our supplies with the peanut M&M, plastic spoon, pencil, rubber bands, tape, and our yardstick. Right. So what do you think we should, how do you think we should strategize of thinking and setting this up, designing a catapult?
Well, we're going to need to build a base.
Yes, and I think that we should use the pencils partly for the base.
Correct. And then after the base, we're going to need some height so that our spoon can catapult or project our M&Ms, correct?
Right. I'm thinking that maybe somehow we could do a base like this of some sort and tape the pencils kind of like a secure, like almost like a teepee in a way. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I was thinking more of a square base, kind of like this.
Okay.
How are you thinking your teepee?
Well, now that I think about it, I think the teepee would collapse. You know? Like maybe having it set up like this.
Your spoon, if you just go like this, bend it back, and it will fling.
Right.
So it really doesn't have to move all that much.
Right. Okay.
But like a base.
Can you see mine?
Well, I can see. Now I can see your hand and your shoulder. Oh, now I can see it.
Okay. All right. Here I'm going to catapult mine.
All right.
It's hard kind of holding the M&M and flicking it.
Right. That's what I was afraid of.
At this point, we continued to share ideas about the design of our structure. We ran into trouble trying to show each other exactly what we meant as the Skype camera could not take in the full view of our work area. Another frustration we encountered was getting all the technology up and running properly on both ends. The setup took a good hour to get ready. The data from In the Moment survey indicates that we both were very attentive with all scores 10. My partner did not enjoy the activity as indicated with scores of 3 to 5, and her challenge score of 4 showed she was frustrated. I showed higher numbers of enjoyment with scores from 8 to 10. My challenge scores were moderate with all 5s. It's amazing that we were in 2 different places, but our catapults were almost identical. Online Skype interaction allows us to communicate despite distance. In conclusion, I enjoyed the online experience, though my partner found it frustrating. It presented more challenges because of the technology and setup of the equipment. With practice, I'm sure the setup would get easier. I see the value of online learning for students as it provides more resources outside of the classroom for learning, but it does have some limitations and challenges to it.